Hello everyone, it's Kayla, and in today's episode of the Daily Fix, Xbox announces its next wave of games for Game Pass. Also, we take a peek at what Donkey Kong Bananza really looks like on Switch 1, and finally, another game being removed from digital stores forever? Let's jump in. Microsoft has announced the Wave 2 lineup coming to Xbox Game Pass. Starting off with the biggest titles this month for Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass subscribers is day one access to the promising Souls-like action RPG Wuchang Fallen Feathers. This RPG stands out from the pack with its unique art style and setting taking place during the final chaotic years of China's Ming Dynasty. It'll be available on July 24th. Another big one, or should I say little one, is Grounded 2, Obsidian's Garden Survival sequel. The story continues with the kids from the first game, shrunken down once again and trying to survive the bug-like horrors of Brook Hollow Park. Available July 29th via Early Access in-game preview. Next up for Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass subscribers is My Friendly Neighborhood, Back to the Dawn, Abiotic Factor, and Wheel World. As for what's available to all Xbox Game Pass subscription tiers, this week is the return of High on Life, already available today. Followed by the arrival of RoboCop Rogue City. You can step back into the shoes of your favorite cybernetic law enforcer on July 17th. And finally, Farming Simulator 25 on August 1st. Did Microsoft deliver games you're excited for? And what games stood out to you the most on this month's lineup? Let me know in the comments. Nintendo has given fans a rare peek behind its development curtain with a glimpse at how the upcoming Switch 2 platformer Donkey Kong Bananza would have looked like on the Switch 1. As previously revealed by IGN, Donkey Kong Bananza originally began as a Switch 1 project before Nintendo realized the game's destruction-heavy action required better hardware with beefier technical specs. Donkey Kong Bananza producer Kenta Murakura has now confirmed the game switched from being in development for Switch 1 4 years ago after running into technical challenges. To illustrate his point, Nintendo has published a couple of comparison images showing how the game looked like running on the Switch 1 compared to the Switch 2. As seen in the screenshots, the move to Switch 2 enabled Nintendo to add many more objects to Bonanza's levels, multiplying the number of things DK can destroy. And of course, the improved processing power of Switch 2 ensured the game's destruction elements were handled more easily with fewer frame drops, although some, Nintendo has acknowledged, are still present. Bonanza's destruction is an evolution of interactive terrain found within a few levels of Super Mario Odyssey, though Nintendo has said its 3D Mario team only began experimenting with the technology halfway through Odyssey's development. The team initially used the Rayman-like disembodied arms of Super Mario Odyssey boss Knuckle Tech and stuck them on a Goomba to roughly simulate the kind of gameplay they wanted for Donkey Kong. Murakura said, quote, "The results of our test showed that destruction-based gameplay could work, and it was a good match for Donkey Kong's enormous strength. We felt that the concept and the core gameplay had clicked into place." So cool we get a peek at Donkey Kong Bananza's development. Excited to play in just 2 days? The only officially licensed John Wick video game is being removed from sale just 6 years after launch. In an update directed at the games community yesterday, publisher Big Fan Games, which is part of Devolver Digital, said the game will not be able to be purchased beginning July 17th, 2025. That's in 2 days. After July 17th, though, existing owners of John Wick Hex will be able to access the game via their digital libraries across PC and console. And of course, physical copies will continue to work on console. Big Fan Games failed to say why John Wick Hex was being removed from sale, but it seems likely it's the result of the expiration of its license with John Wick right holders Lionsgate Entertainment. The expiration of a license is one of the main reasons video games end up being pulled from storefronts. You see it most often with video games that have licensed music. It happened to Alan Wake, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake trailers, and Spec Ops: The Line, just to name a few. A few years back, Activision pulled the Ninja Turtles and Transformer games from digital storefronts, likely because the diminishing profits on those games weren't enough to cover the annual licensing fee. So, do you think video game companies need to do more to keep their games alive? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And those are your stories for today, Tuesday, July 15th. Now's a great time to score some incredible games through Humble. Live now through August 5th, grab Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, Daemon X Machina, Death's Door, Cat Quest 3, and more. Whether you're building your backlog or discovering something new, it's the perfect time to pick up these fan favorites. Plus, every purchase supports a good cause. This month, your Humble Choice membership supports Covenant House. Get a curated mix of PC games every month, all for just $14.99 a month. Skip a month or cancel anytime and know that 5% of your membership goes to charity. Now that you're all caught up in the news, go check out IGN's exclusive hands-on preview of Mafia: The Old Country. I'm Kayla, thanks for watching today's fix, and I'll see you guys on the next one.